And welcome back to the Dripping Pan for today's game. It's a huge match once again next year as it's hooked forward towards Figueroa once again, running in behind. The early strike from him, saved once and then gathered at the second opportunity by Lewes Carey. Is perfect conditions for a Saturday 3 o'clock as Lewes win the ball. Pritchard has Joe Taylor to his left. It's into Taylor, back to Pritchard, Coleman McGrath round Schwarzer, and then Schwarzer claiming the ball really well. Lewes overplayed that massively there, who couldn't reach it, and it's a let off really for Lewes, who were outnumbered there. Now can they go the other way? Dalling once again standing up the defender onto his right foot. Dalling curling it towards goal, and it's fumbled in by Julian Schwarzer. It's a disaster for Kingstonian and for Julian Schwarzer on loan from Fulham, and son of Mark Schwarzer. A really disappointing moment for him, trying to impress on this loan spell until the end of the season. It really is a horror show for him. It was a powerful effort with a lot of whip from Deshane Dalling, but that really should have been held to run in behind. Wing back invited forward again, and Sal in behind Dalling into the box. Dalling puts a foot in, and down goes Sal. The referee very confidently waves it away, and Michael Class with the challenge. Then Clunis can get forward from right back, clipping the ball in towards Figueroa at the back post. It's a great connection from him, plucking it out of the sky, and it went relatively slow paced. Class now with a lot of room. If they can move this quickly, it could be a chance. Michael Class round the corner to Joe Taylor in the box. He's let it run, and then his shot gets blocked. Seeing Class unable to bring it down on his thigh. Class again though, straight back to it, gives it out to Spencer. A lot of red and black shirts forward for Lewes as Coleman McGrath with a very wayward effort just got away from his man and snapped at the opportunity. Very advanced position, could end up in a Lewes shot on goal as Coleman McGrath gets on the end of it. He is Dalling to his left, but he once again looks to get an effort in at goal himself. Had the options, and here is Dalling once again firing a shot. Coleman McGrath surely takes a touch and then has his effort blocked. Another opportunity spurned by Lewes. That was a really good opportunity for ball. Spencer trying to bite in at the feet of Simon Cooper, who's looked for Figueroa. It's a great pass. Figueroa to turn on to his right and then feed it out once more. Lewes Carey spilling it this time, and then Tom Colser having to clear for a corner. Can the Rooks stand strong this time? Headed on and into the net, and it is that man Ollie Cook, as I mentioned. 7 goals from centre-back this season, make that 8 now. He could have scored before. I think some Lewes players are claiming a handball or maybe an offside as Tony Russell beckons orders to his team. Nelson, his first touch is brilliant, his second even better. Bit of confusion as it falls from Maloney. Is this going to be the perfect substitution by Tony Russell? Dalling to the byline, cut back, Michael Class, and an incredible save by Julian Schwarzer, making up for that error in the first half. It was a brilliant save with his right leg, just sticking it out and blocking the effort. And now it could be a goal at the other end. Into the box goes the opposition top scorer, and it was hooked away on the line by Will Salmon. The right foot or the left foot, it's left for Ollie Tanner, low, it could fall loose for Maloney, and then cleared away. It was a nice idea by Lewes. With space in midfield, finds Deshane Dalling, running at Simon Cooper, who conceded the foul moments ago. Dalling crossed to Joe Taylor, the header, and into the back of the net. Joe Taylor on the end of an incredible Deshane Dalling cross. He sat down Simon Cooper and whipped in a brilliant delivery, and you can see Joe Taylor with that iconic celebration in front of the home end. That will do him wonders. It's not been his best day, but that's what he does. He's a poacher. Russell for bringing on Ollie Tanner and Taylor Maloney. Those two have had a huge impact and changed the tide of this game as Lewis Carey holds on to the save. Fires it into the Lewes skipper, who heads it on to Taylor Maloney, who gets it back from Joe Taylor. Ollie Tanner into the box, across goal, well saved. Schwarzer again down to his right to save it. Ollie Tanner round the corner, back to Joe Taylor. Exactly where Casey Coutinho left. As Cooper can take a quick throw in, releasing Kingstonian a chance in the box, fired low and into the goal. It's another response, this time from Figueroa. It was positive play by Daniel Ajakai. He looked like he might make an effort himself, but opted to find Figueroa, and it was a really nice finish from him. And now, is there a break on? There's Deshane Dalling trying to break up against the defender. He's away from Ajakai. Dalling with a couple of men in the middle. Joe Taylor, one of them, goes past Ajakai again. Taylor Maloney, and his cutback, only able to find a yellow shirt. The yellow shirts were flooding back then, and timing it perfectly. The defender got to the ball first, and then Figueroa with excellent work to win his side a free kick and hold the ball up. Jakayu's made room again as Nelson goes diving in, and Nelson, who's already booked, it could be a red card itself. Nelson involved, Phipp under pressure, and Lewes lose the ball. That Phipp substitution could be costly, as Ajakai, the man who got his team the red card for Lewes, almost getting an opportunity. Gain Lewes an invaluable 3 points and really keep their season alive. As Colm de Graaf goes past one, gives it back to Ollie Tanner. Ollie Tanner in the box, onto his right and off the post. That could have been the moment. It's still alive just about, with Deshane Dalling into the box, onto his left, goes down in the box. It's a penalty, surely for Lewes. It is a penalty. Moments after they hit the post, Deshane Dalling, who has almost single-handedly got them both their goals. With the goalkeeper, it's Joe Taylor for Lewes, and into the goal. A perfect penalty, slotted to the keeper's right. The celebrations in that stand behind the goal are absolutely massive. With no Captain Nelson on the pitch, sent off a couple of minutes ago, Lewes have done it. They've scored the goal and hopefully wrapped up 3 points that keep their season alive. Deshane Dalling chasing. Simon Cooper losing out to Dalling. Will he go for the box or will he go for the corner? Dalling towards goal, and he fires it straight at the hands of Julian Schwarzer. Those Kingstonian fans would love an equaliser now. In the cross goes, flicked on, and it's an own goal by Michael Klaas. They have got that equaliser, and much like we saw for Julian Schwarzer in the first half, it's a horror moment for a Lewes defender. There's a flare on the pitch from the Kingstonian fans. Michael Klaas has headed past his own goalkeeper with no real pressure on him. 97th minute is the minute of the goal, and there's the full-time whistle. Boos in the stands. Ollie Tanner still in communication with the referee, and